How y'all doing today? Yeah. Who here knows who Grant Cardone is? Let me ask again. How y'all doing today? There it is, man. Well, listen. If you don't know who Grant Cardone is, that's my fault. I take full responsibility for that. Okay? My job is to make sure that 7 billion people know who this guy is. #1 sales trainer on the planet. I'm the winner of Whatever It Takes, the ultimate job interview. Anybody know? Anybody seen that? Seen it, my man? Okay, awesome. So the story for me, I'm gonna start back when I was a kid. Okay, and I'll be real quick with this. I grew up in what you could say back in the 70s and 80s was a middle class family, but it wasn't middle class. I grew up poor. My dad drove a truck for 7-Up. He was a truck driver, delivered soda. My mom also cut hair, okay, just like Ben's mom, and she did dog shows. Like it was for my dad to have $400 in the bank was a big deal. That was like we're okay. But I learned that from my dad, he just wanted me to have just enough. Just have enough, and everything's going to be okay. So that's how I grew up. Okay, just have enough. When I got into high school, by the time I got into high school, dude, I was done with high school before I even got there. I was smaller than everybody. Always got picked on, got bullied. So when I was 16, I'm like, I'm done. I'm out. I'm done with high school, and I quit. I am a high school dropout. When I was 25, I got a GED, so there's a little bit of a validation for me, okay? High school dropout. Then what happened is I was in and out of jobs. I would go to a sales job, and I do really good for like 3 months. How many of you guys have salespeople that are great for 3 months, and then they're like, we're done, right? I was that guy. Man, this guy's got passion, he's got heart, he knows how to talk to people, he's not afraid to talk. No sales skills whatsoever. Didn't know how to close, didn't know how to negotiate, didn't know how to present. Okay, so I'd go back and forth between a sales job. Oh man, sales sucks. So I'd go get another job, hourly rate, became a carpet installer. And an interesting thing happened to me when I was a carpet installer. I owned my own business. I showed up, rolled the carpet out, cut it, banged it in. And I thought I was doing okay because I could pay the bills and I was eating. Well, what happened was the guys that I was installing the carpet for, the guys in the brand new houses with the brand new cars and the beautiful wives and the big families, I'm like, what does that guy do? What does that guy do to make that money? What do you think he did?
Sales.
Sales guy. I was like, how do you make money in sales? It's so hard. And then that guy walks into the room. He's like, dude, how do you install carpet? It's so hard. I was like, I know what I'm doing. I know how to do it. I learned the skills. He says, you need to get into sales. It's hard. He goes, I know how to do it. I learned the skills. I trained on it. See, salespeople aren't born. I was not born to be a salesperson. I was born a baby, just like most of you guys in the room. Okay? I was trained to be a salesperson. So finally I got a job, like my dream job. I started working in the club industry. Las Vegas, Nevada. Who's been to a club in Las Vegas? Yeah. I was that guy that made sure that you got a good seat, and then if you got rowdy, I kicked you out. Because after high school, I grew a foot and put on 100 pounds. So they put me at the door. Then I became the DJ because I found out the real money is in the DJ, and the chicks love the DJ more than they love the bouncer, and so I became the DJ. Well, after 10 years in the club industry, I realized, dude, I'm 33 years old. What happens in 10 years from now? I don't have any skills. All I'm doing is push and play on a mouse. That's really all it is.
You're ugly.
What?
10 years, you're ugly.
Yeah, and I'm ugly. Okay? I'm with you. And then what happens when I'm 53? What am I going to do? And I realized that I actually wanted to do something more than what I was doing. I wanted to fulfill something. I wanted to help people. I wanted to inspire people. When I died, I wanted people to actually show up and say that this guy could do more than just throw a party and get people to dance. So I quit the club industry in Vegas. I said, I'm done. I had no idea what I was going to do, but I left. I started taking personal development courses. That's what I wanted to do. I just wanted to develop myself. Like everybody here, you're here because you want to develop yourself. You want to develop your skills. You want to develop your business. So that's what I started doing. So there was a leadership development company in Vegas. After I took one of their courses, they said, hey, we're looking to hire some salespeople. We think that you would make a great salesman. I was like, dude, I'm broke. You closed me. I'm there. I need a job. So I started working for them. And because I had passion and because I was excited and I could talk to people, I closed my fair share of deals. Problem is I kept being average. Anywhere from 10 to 13 salespeople at any time at the company. I came in 5th place for 3 years. Just above the average guys, but below the guys that actually made money. How many of you guys right now have somebody on your team? Everybody likes him. He's got all the potential. He's got the passion and the heart. Maybe the work ethic, but he's average. He just doesn't make it to the next level, and you know he can. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's you as a business owner, you know? So finally, I'm working with all these multi-million and billion-dollar companies that send their people to this training. Well, the CFO of the company sends me this book. We became friends, and he sends me this book, The 10X Rule, Grant Cardone. How many of you guys ever read this book? Okay? Thank you. It's okay. Thank you. Okay, you know why she's the only one to clap? Because you all seen it, but you haven't read it. Just like everybody else. Oh, Daryl, I know Daryl's read it. Okay? So he sends it to me, and what do I do like everybody else? Oh man, 10X Rule, that's awesome. 10X your life. Dude, that's fantastic. I'll leave that right there on the shelf and never read it. That's what I did for 3 months. Somebody else in the same company sends me a video link. I'm watching the video link, right? Because I don't have to read it. I don't even know how to read. I'm a high school dropout. So it still takes me 2 weeks just to click on the link. He calls me up and says, dude, did you watch the link yet? I'm like, no. Right now, on the phone, click the link. It's a 16-minute link. I'm like, 16 minutes. 30 seconds into the link, I realized Grant Cardone, live on camera, is walking into his sales room. He takes 2 phone calls from his team that are hitting objections and closes $80,000 worth of business in under 10 minutes on the phone. I'm blown away because everything that he's doing is what I'm doing, except it works for him and it doesn't work for me. And I start watching that video. I watched that video 20 times that night. And then I started looking at Grant Cardone everywhere on YouTube. He's got 3,000 videos on YouTube. And all of a sudden, my sales started changing. And I was like, man, where have I heard this name Grant Cardone before? Where have I heard this name Grant Cardone before? Oh, there's a book. And I went and grabbed the book, and I actually started reading the book. And I started reading the book, and I started realizing that my manager sucked. He was horrible. We wouldn't hit a quota. You know what he would do? We wouldn't hit a sales quota. He'd lower the target. Grant says never lower a target. You raise your activity. Never lower your target. As soon as you start lowering your target, you're dead. How many single guys in the room? Thanks for showing up, Chris. Okay? You got a target, right? You're going out this weekend in Dallas, you're at the club, you're going out, you got a target. That hot one over there by the bar, right? You got a target. Well, you're going over there and she says, nah, not my type. What do? Lower your target. Her friend. Right? Not as pretty, but by now you've had a couple more drinks. And then she says, nah. And then what happens? You lower your target. It's 2 a.m. It's that one that's left that nobody else wanted. And what does she tell you? Nah. And then what do? Go home and watch porn. You lower your target. Right? And I'm thinking, dude, he's like, no, now we're just going to lower our target. And I get up like, this is the wrong thing to do. Wrong. Well, Grant Cardone says to do it this way. He stands up like the sales manager that knows everything. We don't have to train on Grant Cardone training anymore. I'm like, what? This guy makes $100 million a year training people on how to make more money. You make 50 grand. Who do I want to learn from? Do I want to learn from a guy making 50 grand, which means he's broke? Or a guy that makes $100 million, which means he might know something about what he's doing? Okay? So I was done with the job. At that moment, I was like, I can't go this direction. My entire company had hooked up on Cardone University, the training company that Monty and Envision Security, what? Okay? Power Home Technologies, my man Ben, their entire sales teams train on this. I was training on the same program. Okay, so I was training on it for 6 months. We trained on it for 6 straight months. We asked people to train 10 to 15 minutes a day. 10 to 15 minutes, they grab their smartphone. She's got my phone. You grab your smartphone, you train with Grant Cardone for 10 to 15 minutes every day. That's all it is. Okay? That's all we ask of your sales team. I was doing 45 minutes to an hour every day. After 6 months, I'm hitting first place, third, second, first. And they're starting to notice, Dave, what's going on? So, well, I'm training, nobody else is. Well, we had that conversation about lowering the target, and I was like, dude, I'm done with that. That's tired. I don't want to lower the target, okay? So, I got a hold of Grant Cardone. A friend of his named Richard, worked for that same billion-dollar company. I was like, hey, how do I get a hold of Grant? Here's his cell number. What do you want to do? Well, I want to pitch in my deal. I want to sell Grant Cardone, because I'm thinking referrals. That guy, Grant says it's good, then I'm going to get referrals, because it was a referral business. So I call Grant. It's about 9 o'clock East Coast time. I say, hey, Grant, you don't know me. I got your number from your buddy Richard. He said I could give you a call. Do you have a few minutes? And he goes, hold on. Hey, Sabrina, his 2-year-old daughter, Daddy's got to go to work. Sets her down and says, what's happening? He set his family down to talk to a guy he has no idea who he is. This is the kind of guy Grant Cardone is, to see if he could help me. I said, hey, I want to pitch you my deal. So he gives me 12 to 13 minutes, and I lay it on him thick. I'm like, here's the deal. This is what we're selling. This is how it works. This is how it's going to improve your life. What do you think? And he proceeds in the next 2 to 3 minutes to flip the entire script on me and give me a coaching call. This is what you did wrong. This is what you could do next time. If you'd done this, I would have got my attention, and you never asked for my credit card. And I'm like, teach me. Oh, great one. How do I get your power? I said that to him. How do I get that power? How do I find out how to do what I'm doing? He says, I've got an online sales training university. Get me in touch with your VP. We'll get you online. So we do that. Train for 6 months. Fast forward. I can't stand the sales manager anymore because he's going backwards and I'm skyrocketing forwards. So I call Grant back. And then this time he doesn't take the call because he knows. He knows. He's smart. So he passes me off to his VP, Jared, Vice President of Sales. And I pitch Jared. It takes me 4 minutes this time to pitch. And I'm into the close. And he hits me with everything. Everything you've heard yesterday. Price is too high. Payment is too high. We don't do terms. I need to think about it. Need to check with my spouse before I make a decision. I might need to even pray about it. And I handle every single objection without any hesitation. I know exactly what to say, and I know what objection he's going to say next. And he's wore out. He's like, man, damn, Dave. Damn, you've been training. I said, yes, sir, thank you. And don't nice guy me. What credit card do you want to put that on? Visa or MasterCard? Okay? And I banged his card and I closed that deal. A month later, Grant and Jared were both in Vegas. I met up with them and they said, hey, we're putting a sales team together. We just left LA, we're moving to Miami because I want to quit paying the IR and the S of California. And I want to go out to Miami and save me some money. We want you to come work for us. And I was done at my job. And I said, man, that's awesome. When do I start? He goes, 2 things. Number 1, you got to leave Las Vegas and move to Miami. I'm like, go Heat. No, that's not like, what else? And he goes, you have to be on a reality TV show that we're shooting right now called Whatever It Takes, the Ultimate Job Interview, and you have to win. Because if you don't win, we can't hire you. I'm like, damn. Well, what do I do? What's happening? What's going on? He says, be out here on this day. We start shooting. I don't know what's happening, but basically it's Fear Factor meets The Apprentice. So I've got to do all these physical, completely exhaust me, wear me out mentally, emotionally, and physically exercises, and at the end, oh, here's a sales competition, now that we can find out who you really are. So what I want to do is I want to play you, can you play the second one? I'm mixing you all up today, Lauren. Hey, how about a big round of applause for all of you? Yeah. Come on, man, a real round of applause. All right, awesome. So guys, this is the sizzle reel of season 1 and season 2 of Whatever It Takes. Spoiler alert, I win. Go ahead.
I'm sick of hiring people that are uninspired. I'm done with people that make more excuses than they can make money. I'm done with book smart and people stupid. And I'll throw up again if I hear about what you did rather than what you can do. I don't care about your resume, your references, religion, or your sexual preferences. I'm looking for people that can get the job done. And I have 2 rules. 1, find great people. Number 2, never tolerate average. I'm looking for great people that will do whatever it takes. The only people that don't like me are whiners and victims.
Dude, how do you get good people? You cut the questionable ones. How do you get great people? You cut the good ones. Orion, you don't have whatever it takes.
You don't have whatever it takes, though, dude. I'm getting rid of you right now.
I have whatever it takes, Grant!
In the United States of America, because of the hiring limitations and laws, an employer can't actually find out who they're getting. So what did I do? I created Whatever It Takes, a TV show where I get to find out exactly who these people are and what their limitations are. I can find out everything. I can find out where they live emotionally, mentally, physically, how they are, what drugs they're on, what assets they have, and what limitations they have. The show's broken into 5 segments. This is Contraband.
Where are you from? This always indicates to me somebody's more concerned about their looks than their production.
She's writing all my closes down in here. What's this for? You're a married man with
That's not mine.
What is this? Who is this?
What does this say?
What is this?
Not necessarily a girlfriend.
She's not your girlfriend, but you keep the photos on your phone. You're in possession of a controlled substance.
It's not a drug problem. I had a accident.
I don't need the problems.
That's what I was doing when I was 23, okay? I didn't benefit anybody. All I did was cause everybody problems. I don't want any problems, you understand? Segment 2 is the interrogation where I bring ex-CIA in to do a psychological evaluation of the individual.
I was molested when I was a child.
Is your mom still alive?
No, she committed suicide.
First gay experience, I was 15, 16 years old. Tried quite a few drugs. I ended up trying meth, cocaine, ecstasy, acid, mushrooms.
Sometimes I don't know if I'm good enough. Me waking up like 50 and broke.
I'm a mom now, so I would think it'd be really tough to leave my kids. I wouldn't, but she did.
Segment 3 is simply selling me a glass of water. Look, if you can't sell a simple glass of water in 60 seconds, how can you do anything for anyone at any time? You're gonna have 1 minute. Sell the glass of water or sell yourself.
I get paid every damn day. 2 a.m.
That's what you'd open with in a sales pitch? I like water.
That's Grant. Are you thirsty?
I love water so much. I have some sitting on my desk, actually.
My balls are growing. That's how good that water is. But it's
What?
sometimes
Say that again?
Your balls.
Sell the water?
That's what I said.
I want to sell myself. I'm not here to sell water.
Void? I don't see a void. You see a void? Do you not see what I see?
Water used to be air.
It's not really about how well you do. It's who I find and who I meet in the chair. Segment 4 is a physical test, a physical challenge where we find out what kind of condition this individual is in. This is where we start losing lots of great talent that is not set up to deliver day after day, week after week. This is for being 33 pounds overweight. 15, Are you ready to quit? Let's go!
If you throw up, you get a pass.
In segment 5, we are going to challenge these people in a sales and marketing environment and find out how much creativity, how much problem solving, can they bring me money, can they get in front of the right people. We're selling yachts and Lamborghinis and all kind of fantastic $30 million condos. Welcome to my world. Ready? Go!
If I can get 5 minutes of your time.
$10,000.
It's close. He's right there. Right there.
This university, sir, is a
lot of money.
There's only 4,000 units that were going to be made.
This is the best stone crab in Miami.
This book has everything that your clients are ever going to want to know about being successful.
So if you can agree on $5,000, I can get you to sign right here.
What is Grant University? What is Grant University? After he set it up saying, hey, my livelihood depends on a commission.
100%.
That was awesome. Whatever it takes is about me and this company finding great people. Tyrone, you have whatever it takes.
It got hard. So I was like, you know what? This is the last straw.
You have whatever it takes. Congratulations. Okay.
I'm hiring Robards, okay? For your passion.
You guys have whatever it takes. I just offered your son a job.
Hey, babe. I got a job.
Oh, so happy.
Read that.
Start Tuesday.
Okay, hey, you guys did a great job. Do not be late, okay? We have 12 episodes in the can. We've interviewed over 150 people, captured all of it on camera. We hired 15 of them. They've made me over $10 million. Here's some of them.
Steve Spray on track to make $250,000. Dave Robards on track to make $350,000. Jordan Stupar, $300,000. And Natasha Brooks, mother of 3, outdoes them all. These are 12 shows completely produced and ready for TV in a 30-minute format, 60-minute format, or longer. Grant Cardone has a huge online platform with millions of followers. Let's produce this together. Call Grant's office at 310-777-0255.
So that's whatever it takes. So I was on season 1 and I won my episode. And at the end there, you saw where it said, I'm on track to make $350,000. I didn't make $350,000. I made $400,000. When I started with Grant, I was making $30,000 a year, and I thought that was good. That meant I was broke. On my first year, I doubled it. My second year, I quadrupled it, and now after my third year, I 12x'd from where I started. I don't even have a high school education. Where else could I go besides sales and learn how to do that? Okay? But I got to learn how to do that. I needed skills. Grant said, yeah, you got passion. That's what I'm going to hire you for. But dude, I'm not here because I've got passion. I'm here because I actually learned how to close $100 million. How much is your company worth? Yeah, a lot more than that. I'm sorry. That's my fault. No, I apologize.
Bruce probably gave me a better evaluation.
Right. So I went from a guy who didn't know how to close a $2,500 contract to going into companies that are worth way more than $100 million. Okay? And then I'm closing guys like Ben and that cares about their people, and my man Daryl who cares about their people. And now I'm in front of a group of guys that are just looking to get better, and I'm asked to be here. And it's because of Cardone University. The reason I'm able to do this is because I trained every single day on how to set an appointment, how to close a deal, how to handle an objection, how to follow up, how to stay motivated, the actual sales process, what the steps look like, the fundamentals. How many of your sales guys need any of that today? All of them, right? So Grant Cardone, New York Times bestselling author, Sell or Be Sold, The Closer's Survival Guide, If You're Not First, You're Last, The 10X Rule, and my man Daryl's favorite, Be Obsessed or Be Average. Dude, I'm done with being average. Anything in my life that's average is gone. It's not happening anymore. Okay? We've got the fastest growing online sales training university. Basically, we've taken all of Grant's content on sales in the last 30 years, reshot it, uploaded it into a program that has short little 3 to 5 minute bite-sized video lessons because your people don't know how to read, okay? And then it's available to them 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We've had we started this 6 years ago. We've had 23 million lessons that have been delivered over the last 6 years. Okay? If you don't know who Grant is, go to Facebook, go to YouTube, go to Snapchat, go to Instagram, go to LinkedIn, go to Periscope. It doesn't matter where you go. He's within the top 4 of every single social media platform business expert. Forbes magazine put Be Obsessed or Be Average as the #1 business book of 2016. Okay? So we've worked with companies like Sprint. Sprint trains their people on Cardone University. If it's good enough for Sprint, it's probably good enough for some guys in here to train their guys. Google, Morgan Stanley, Northwestern Mutual. I'm sorry for cursing. But I'm just telling you, we're out there. Okay? Honeywell, the U.S. Army, and more. Why train your people virtually? You could send them to a seminar. Brent used to do seminars all the time. Send your guys to a seminar just like this, and you know what happens? You spend $500 per guy. They're going to come in. They're going to get all excited and jacked up for 2 weeks and then forget 87% of everything that they learned over the next 2 weeks. Because it's not duplicatable. It's no repetition. You can't master something doing it one time. Okay? They just can't retain the information. And how much has technology changed your business in the last 20 years? How much has technology changed your business in the last 3 years? This is how people learn now. So, or you know what you could do? You could get them books, dude. Get them books. They're not going to read them because they don't know how to read. How many of your guys you know read a book a week right now? A book a month? A book a year?
We'll do it about 1,000 of them.
Right. They won't, because they're not pushed to. Because then they're going to learn and they're going to grow. You know, the guys at the top don't want that. Okay? So the average American right now, this is scary. Average American reads less than 1 book a year. Half of them are romance novels. You're not supposed to be getting your romance from a book. Or your low target, right? Average salesperson reads less than 1 book on selling in their entire career, and then they wonder why they're average. But 50 billion videos were viewed last month online. 50 billion. Between Snapchat and Facebook and LinkedIn and YouTube and Netflix and on demand. That's how people get information. They pull out their smartphone and they watch it right there. That's how it happens. So how do we get people trained? Grant had to switch out my thinking because I had the wrong thinking. I had the wrong things going on inside my head. I was taught the wrong things by my parents. It was false knowledge, false data. Okay? You've all heard these. Don't talk to strangers. How many of your parents told you don't talk to strangers? Yeah. How many tell your kids, don't you talk to strangers? Who do you think has your money? Strangers have all of your money. You're telling them, and you wonder why people don't want to knock on a door. I don't want to pick up a call, man. Talking to strangers is a cold call. Hey, I don't know you. You don't know me. Okay? But I got something that's going to help you out. That's a cold call. That's all that is a cold call. He's a stranger. You can't talk to him. But you are brainwashing your kids right now not to talk to strangers. Some dude somewhere off in the desert pulled somebody over and did something stupid, and all of a sudden, don't talk to strangers. You better eat everything on your plate. Your mom, that's right, your mom said that to you. You better eat everything on that. She just turned evil, the most loving woman in the world. Better eat everything on that. You know what she's telling you? That you don't live in a world of abundance. You live in a world of scarcity, where we don't know where we're going to get our next meal. There's more food on this planet than everybody could ever possibly eat. It's just you don't know how to go get it. There's more money on this planet for all 8 billion people to be millionaires. You just don't know how to go get it. So I had to start changing my thinking. I need to start talking to strangers. Okay? I don't care. I get a big old plate and I'll take 2 bites and throw it away. Because I can go get more. How about turn out the lights? That was my dad. So turn out the lights. My dad knew if I was thinking about going out of the room and I'm going to leave the room, and he'll say, hey, you better turn out them damn lights. Why is he saying that? We don't own the electric company. Because he's scared. He's scared that the extra 3 pennies that we're going to save is going to somehow change our financial situation. Okay? Have just enough. My dad loved that one. Dude, just be happy with enough, man. Have that. How much is enough? How much is enough?
All of it.
All of it, dude. And you know what? Here's the thing about success. You could be super successful and it doesn't take away any success from anybody in this room. Everybody here, the success doesn't run out. It's not a commodity. It's not like you get all the success and then nobody else can have it. The more successful you are, the more successful you become. Okay? Fly under the radar. Don't get noticed. Dude, I need your attention. I need your attention. How do you get somebody's attention? Hey! Hey! Do I have your attention? Yeah, thank you. Somebody's attention. And that's like a cold call, man. I might need to scream at 100 people. One person might go, yeah, you got my attention. That's every day. You might need to knock on 100 doors, but you get that one person's attention. That is when you can close a deal. Somebody doesn't know who you are. You cannot buy from somebody you don't know. And this last one. Penny saved is a penny. Dude, a penny's a penny, dude. I don't care about pennies. I want millions of dollars. I do not care about pennies. You cannot save your way to becoming a millionaire. Right? This is my favorite one. How many have heard this one? Money won't make you happy. Really? Money won't make you happy? Dude, money's not going to make you unhappy. I mean, and by the way, this is not a motivational speech on happiness. I'm going to come back to the next Monty X, right? And I'm going to do a speech on happiness, but that's not today. Because honestly, dude, I don't care about happiness. I want freedom. Freedom, baby, to do whatever I want to do, when I want to do it, with whoever I want to do it, right? For as long as I want. Your church, right now, the church that you go to, dude, we need a new building, man. We need a new building. We have to have a fundraiser. We're going to have to raise funds for the next 6 months. How would you like to have enough freedom to roll into your church and go, bam, baby, there's the check. Throw a parking lot on that, too. Right? Your kids' schools. How many of your kids play sports? You want their sport to win, or you want the whole school to win? Hey, you know, we're going to have a bake sale. We're going to sell some chocolate chip cookies and some brownies so that the volleyball team can get some new nets. Really? Dude, how about this? How about you get the football, volleyball, field hockey, you get the baseball team, you get the basketball team, you get the cheerleaders. You tell me what everybody needs and bam, baby, I'm going to write the check. You go out to dinner with all your friends and you go to the expensive restaurant. And instead of sitting there, oh, damn, I'm split aside. I don't know what's going to happen. You walk in like my man Curtis and go, bam, baby! I got everybody's dinner. And give my man, because that was a good steak, give my man Curtis a big round of applause. Because that guy has the freedom to go, hey man, I got this. Okay? So look for Curtis tonight at the game. Okay? But that's what I'm talking about, man. I'm talking about freedom. No, money won't make you happy, but dude, rich people do not say that. Poor people say money won't make you happy. People without money, people that don't know anything about money, I don't listen to people. If you're a quitter, dude, I'm not listening to you. The guy leaving AA that says, man, that didn't work, dude, he's a drunk. And you shouldn't listen to him. Listen to the guy that went through all 12 steps and now he's doing well. That's the guy you listen to. Okay? Ladies in the room, how many of your friends have said all men are pigs? Yeah. All men are pigs. You picked him. What are you doing to keep attracting pigs? You got to take responsibility for it, okay? And don't take advice from your girlfriend that keeps telling everybody that all men are pigs. She probably doesn't know how to get the guy who's not a pig, okay? So here's your problems. These are the problems, and if you've got other problems, I'm going to have a question and answer, but right now these are the problems that I know that you're having inside your business. Number one, you live on a broken planet. Okay? People don't know how to go get money. They're afraid to talk to strangers. They don't know anything about money. And so you got to recruit from this broken planet. Okay? I deserve it. I'm a millennial. It's owed to me. Give me my leads. Dude, you better go knock the fucking door. Okay? So recruiting, where are you going to recruit from? Ben went over this morning. There's some apps out there, but basically you're going to recruit from two kinds of people. Number one, you're going to go after me, a guy that already has a job that can make 6 figures, pull it in for the company, millions of dollars for a company. Okay? Problem with that? Dude, I already got a job. I'm already doing great at it. You have to offer me something better than what I have, and you can't do that. Because like Ben said, you're just going to pull that kind of, you're pulling that in. If I didn't respond to your LinkedIn ad that I'm looking for a job and you're starting, you want to hijack me, you want to steal me from somebody's going to steal me back. You don't want the mercenary. You want the guy that's sticking with you for 5, 10, or 15 years and doubling and tripling the income for the company every single year. The only way you can do that is you got to come to these guys from the other side of the realm that don't know shit about selling, work ethic, setting appointments, knocking on doors, how to get what you want in this life. That is where you're hiring from, son. That is who you're bringing into your company. So that's your first problem, recruiting. Second is onboarding. Once you get these guys, how do you get them up to speed? How do you get them to actually be able to know everything about the product, know everything about the funding, know everything about the distributor, know everything about the online, know everything just about the product. We're not even talking about how to sell it yet. They have to know the product. How fast before you have to start paying them, giving them a draw, dude, that's coming out of your paycheck. Retention. Now that you've found them, now that you've trained them, how do you keep them? Because on average, you're going to lose the guy after 3 or 4 months. There's only 2 reasons somebody's ever going to leave your company. Either they quit or you fire them. And there's only 2 reasons somebody would ever quit or you fire them. Number 1, they don't make enough money and they quit. Or number 2, they don't make enough money and you fire them. That's the only reason somebody's going to leave the company, man. So how do you keep, so you got to get them, you got to find them, then you got to onboard them, okay? You got to get them up to speed. Then you got to keep them. Once you get them up to speed, that means that they have to keep making more money every month. And how about your sales managers? You guys have teams and sales managers in your companies, right? Somebody that trains the team, sales manager. Who's your sales manager? I can take a guess. Your sales manager was your top sales guy, and you promoted him. Dude, what does he know about training? What does he know about managing? He was a great salesperson. He knew everything about how to knock the door and close the deal, and that's why you promoted him. What sales manager training did you put him through so that he can take his skills and get it to somebody else? Because he doesn't want to do that. You think he wants somebody to take his knowledge and what he did to give it to somebody else so that they can take his cushy little salary job? He doesn't want to do that. So how can you train your manager knowing that that's okay? So now you have to have manager training. And then once your managers are trained, then you got to have sales meetings. Now, this is probably what your sales meeting looks like. And if I'm wrong, dude, I love being wrong. Just be like, Dave, you're wrong. But it's probably like this. This probably doesn't happen every single day. It's once or twice a week, except if you work for Envision, if you work for Ben, right? It's going to be, hey guys, I'm going to read something out of this book. We're going to play a video, and then, just make sure you're knocking on the doors and ask for the business and ask for a referral. And everybody got it? And what does your sales team always say? Everybody got it? Yeah, man, we got it. And they're saying that so they can get out of the boring-ass meeting that they didn't learn anything from because there was not building any sales skills. Was as a salesperson, they want to build skill. But the sales manager is just a promoted salesman and doesn't know how to do that. So then you need professional salespeople. You got the guys that went through the whole process and now they're there, but how do you train your salesperson? How do you continuously get them to make more money? Because if you keep making this amount of money, sooner or later it's going to go down. You have to make this amount of money, and you continuously have to go up. There's a thing called inflation. Okay? And if you want to expand your business, that means you have to keep going up. Okay? Then motivation. So once you get them to that place, which it takes a while, how do you get them and keep them jacked up? Because you're wore out by this time, dude. You don't even have enough motivation to keep that going because you just went through the whole process. It's okay. Cardone University solves every single one of these problems and more. These are just the top 7. Okay? So why virtual? Because the seminars don't work. Technology has changed everything. We went over the books. Okay? So this is the key features of Cardone University. Number 1, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, on-demand access from any device, any smartphone, any tablet, any computer, Sunday at 3 a.m. The guy had a bad week. He can come to Grant Cardone and get any question answered and get any motivation, anything that he needs for the next day. Damn sure he's not calling Ben at 3 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. Or your sales manager. Or you. It's got an interactive library with 1,500 lessons on sales. The fundamentals, the basics, understanding the buyer, the actual sales process, closing the deal, handling objections, follow-up, motivation, right? How to set an appointment that shows up on time, ready to buy. Now, full reporting and accountability. You will know what every single one of your salespeople are doing and when they do it. You don't know if you give them a book, dude, you don't know if they read it. You have a report that's updated in real time and you know, dude, I know that this guy watched 3 segments of content on closing. He failed 2 of them, and I can go in and watch those segments and be able to role play with that specific salesperson and give him exactly what he needs. Okay? For your managers, we have sales meeting boot camps. When was the last time you put your sales managers and your sales team through a 30-day boot camp on prospecting? How about a 14-day boot camp on mastering the cold call? How about a 15-day boot camp just on the fundamentals? We have enough content for you to run a different sales meeting every single day of the year, 7 days a week for 2.5 years, and never repeat a single segment of content. That's what Cardone University can do for you. And the personality profile, this is the #1 online personality profile used by corporate America. You know who the guy is before you hire him to see if you even want him. Dude, you don't want to waste time hiring and training somebody that's not going to be there, somebody that's not going to work out. I want to save my money and my time for the guys that actually are able to produce. All right? So I want you to go to grantcardone.com/consulting. So what I'm going to do for you, I'm going to put your name and phone number and email address in at this website. Number 1, when you do this and it's entered in, I'm going to call you and I'm going to set up a free sales meeting from me for your entire team. 15 to 20 minutes, and I'm going to discuss whatever it is that you guys want to discuss for your team, what they need right now, or you can say, hey Dave, give me what you got on closing, motivation, understanding the buyer, and handling the objections. Okay? Now, one of you are going to be pulled from this and get a $10,000 coaching call from Grant Cardone. You can either have it one-on-one, you come to Miami in Grant's office, or it'll be a live Skype call. But you have to enter it. Email has to be right, cell phone has to be right, first name, last name, the company, and then after you put in your company, just dash Monty X. So we know it came from this conference, Monty X.
That's awesome.
Okay. One other thing, like then I'll wrap it up and we can get to the questions. How much time do we have? Okay, good. So I'm going to have a promotion. Okay, I've got these guys. The top guys in here are on Cardone University. I come along with the deal. It's not just an online program. I'm basically your new outsourced director of sales. I work with your managers. I have my own team on the back end that works with your managers. We find out what's happening in your company right now. We drop in like some Navy SEALs and we find out, hey, this is what the production is. This is what your retention looks like. This is what your new employees are doing. This is what your veterans are doing. And this is where they need the most help. And then every 30 days, my client performance team gets with you and your managers to go over those numbers to see how we have to customize and tailor the program specifically for your company. And then I come along with the deal too. I run sales meetings for you every single month, live Skype sales meetings. Okay? We find out what's going on with the company. I get with my team, I get with you, and it'll be a 30 to 45 minute call where I'm in front of your team. So it's that third voice. Okay? It's that voice outside of the voice that they hear every single day. I could probably tell them the exact same thing that you tell them, but because I'm me, they're going to listen to me. Just like when your wife tells you the same thing 50 times, and then your friend comes over and tells it to you once, you're like, man, that's a good idea. Shit, I should do that. You see? Yeah, you see, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay? It's just a different voice. You tell your kids the same thing. You tell them 100 times to clean up their room. Their friend comes over and is like, man, your room's a mess. Shit, I should clean that up. Now I'm that guy, cousin Dave, not the uncle, not the dad. I'm the sales guy out there using the program to win for myself. Okay, so send that in. You'll be getting a call from me. And here's the deal. If you sign up with me tonight on Cardone University, I'll give you the pricing, the payments. We've got a Monty special for you right now. I'll give you the same deal I'm giving everybody else, except for one thing. Ben, don't get mad at me. Daryl, don't get mad at me. You sign up with me today, before the 7th inning stretch tonight. I will come into your company live and do a 3-hour kickoff where I come in and go through a 3-hour selling, closing, and negotiating workshop with your team. I charge $7,500 for this. I'll come in and do it for free. If you do it for free, free 99, no payments, okay? Free 50 free if you sign up with me today before the 7th inning. And you can get with me outside, you can get with me after dinner, or you can get with me at the ball game tonight, all right? So listen, I appreciate your time, but here's the thing. You have to go after greatness. You have to go after greatness, because if you don't go after greatness, there's nothing else that's going to pay you. And it's your responsibility to have your people go after greatness too. I appreciate you guys' time today. Thank you so much. 10X, come on, man. Give me the 10X. Give me the 10X. Yeah.